Something is interesting to think about when it comes to doing business with rich and wealthy people. And by the way, with I wouldn't say with people who are worth doing business with, is that there's always some sort of an obstacle around. And to get past that obstacle, it usually requires you to purchase something like a ticket, like an entry fee, or I don't know, some sort of a membership or a subscription, so that you can do business with other people who had to overcome the same hurdle, and they oftentimes act nice towards each other. So I want to quote something that Joe Rogan said, because him and Mark Normand recently were discussing something about how riding the bus in America. Now, I can't speak about the bus in America because I'm not an American. I haven't. Well, I've actually had one bus ride in America, and it wasn't too bad, to be honest. Really, it wasn't a long bus ride though. It was from New York City to Washington D.C. So, how long was it? A couple of hours, 2 hours and a half, 3 hours maybe. I don't know. It wasn't too bad, but that was kind of like an upper class exclusive bus. Anyway, in my country, in Norway, bus rides are awful. They're terrible. It's the worst of the worst. The bus rides are usually cheap. It means that lower grade people come there. Waiting around for the bus at the bus station is terrible. Street hobos, homeless people, drug dealers, pickpockets, thieves, thugs, axe killers, all that kind of jazz, all that kind of crap is there. The lower grade people. People that with whom you don't want to do business. It's kind of like the same when you're riding coach or when you're riding economy tickets in an airline. Because back in the old day, airline tickets were expensive, which meant that they were exclusively reserved for the rich. That's when people would dress up, and traveling by airplane was a big deal. It was an expensive journey. You needed to dress well, or most people would dress well, behave well, and I'm sure the ride was nice. Well, nowadays, if you ride coach, if you ride economy seats, with just about any airline, it's the lower grade crap that you're sitting together with. There's no ifs or buts about it. Really, there really isn't. Ask me how I know. I've done it a few times, both domestic and international. It's always the same. It's the lower grade people, the same sort of people that you see on a bus. And that's why there are so many, well, not so many, but that's why there is a increased likelihood of fistfights and scraps occurring during an airplane. Because in the economy section, that's where all the people who have who have nothing to lose, ride. It's kind of like the same thing when you're going to a dive bar. If you're a student and you don't have much money, you go to dive bars because you want to approach a hot girl and you want to bang her. Well, guess who also goes to the dive bars? The free dive bars. All the horny men go there. All the cheap town skanks go there to get a lay. And it usually is where there are fights breaking out. Drug dealers are there probably as well. There are rapes in the toilets, all that kind of crap. If you go to an exclusive club where you maybe have to be a member, maybe even need a referral to be accepted into the club, how many fights, how many scraps, how much chaos is there? But there's nothing, because people have something to lose, because people go there to relax and also to do business with each other. How many people on the bus ride would you do business with compared to first class or business class on an airplane? Just think about it. It's the same thing when it comes to going to the club. How many people would you do business with in a dive bar? I wouldn't have done business with anybody. How many people would I have done business with in an exclusive club, like a country club or something, or some sort of an upper class club, I guess, where you need a referral to even be admitted into the club? It's self-explanatory, really. And so this just goes to prove that if there is a threshold The higher the threshold, whether it's payments or referrals or just any sort of obstacle that you have to overcome, the higher the threshold, the higher the quality of people who are there. Think about it. And that's with whom you want to do business. And that's why it's easier once you're inside, once you've surpassed the threshold, it's easier to persuade people into doing business with you, because usually they're there as well to do business with you. Well, it depends on the context, of course, but you get what I mean. Anyway, the point was simply, Joe Rogan had a quote, something along the lines of, staying in shitty hotels will teach you a lot about people. And it will. Because who are the people who are staying in motels and shitty hotels? It's the same sort of people who ride the bus. You don't want to do business with people who stay in shitty hotels, one-star motels in some dump. You don't want to do business with people who ride the bus. Think about it. It's as simple as that. If you want to learn more about persuasion and sales, then get subscribed to my email list. The link to this is in the episode description wherever you're watching and or listening to this, and I'll see you there.